Hello and welcome to another video of AWS Certified DevOps Professional course. In this video, we are going to build a simple CloudFormation template, and this template will deploy web server. It will just be a server, so it's single instance. So I'll just go and open a new project, or and let me just select this default template. Default. Okay, so it's asking to create a empty template or create from existing CloudFormation stack or select sample template. So we don't need a sample template or neither we want to create from existing CloudFormation stack. So we'll create an empty template. So here is the format of template. We have AWS template format version, description, parameters, resources, and outputs. So since it's just a single instance creation, and that will along with that will create some security group, and so we just need the resources tab here. This output, parameter, description, and cloud format version is not required actually. So we'll just delete this output. This comma is not required, and we don't need parameter as well. However, we can keep the description thing. So I'll just write uh, creating template for single instance creation, or we can say creating cloud formation template for single instance creation. Other part is resources, and we can keep this AWS template format version as well. It's pretty old, but it's not doing any harm here. So I'll just keep these things. So in resources, so what do we need while creating a EC2 instance? So we need to define the type of the, or let me just first give a name to the key. So it will be a EC2 instance. So it will be just a EC2 instance, and what will be the instance type. So this is just a name. We are as we discussed earlier in the previous video. We The JSON format is basically dependent on key value pair. So we have given the key as EC2 instance, and now we need to create some value. We need to give some value to this. So I just opened a curly bracket, and now I will just start defining what kind of resources we are going to create. So I'll just have give type. Since EC for creating EC2 instance, we need the AMI, we need security group, we need key pair, we need in this case we'll keep the VPC and subnet details as default. That's not an issue. We need to give apart from that image ID, instance type, security groups key name will be the parameters, the properties which we need to give here. So we will just hard code them in this template, and later on we will deploy uh, a stack from this CloudFormation template. So the type will be, let me type it, AWS EC2 instance. So this will tell the template that what kind of resource we are going to create. So if we define this as a key pair of type and value, So this AWS double colon EC2 double colon instance will tell the template that it need to create one EC2 instance. So this is done. Now we will give some properties. We'll give some properties as well. So this property will be the image ID, and here we can give the image ID. So I believe I don't need to type it in the video. So I'll just copy and paste it and then proceed with the video. So let us pause for a moment. So as you can see, I have given some other parameters as well, key name and tags. So the tag format, if you see from starting image ID, I have given a Linux mi ID, instance type as T2 micro. If you don't want to uh, type, you don't want to remember the name, you can just click on space and you can get the type of instance you want to use. So here I just gave the name. So this is a pretty good tool, Microsoft Visual Studio. To it will really be helpful in writing the CloudFormation template. So this is how you can just select things. And the key security group, I have given a random security group name. We need to work on this later. I'll come back to this. And the second last thing is key name. So we have already used a key code deploy. So I'm just using the same key here, and the tag, we need to give some tag as well. So we I'm just doing the tagging in the form of an array, so that if we want to add some more tags in near future, we can just do that. We can add multiple tags. So if you see here, I have used a big bracket. So this big bracket signifies the array format. So let me just do some good formatting which will help you understand. So if you see this big bracket, this is for defining arrays. So I have defined only one key value tag. So that's why I have just kept one curly bracket inside this big bracket, and I've just given the key and value. If you want multiple tags, you can just give a comma here and again open a curly bracket and give your values. But that is not required. We'll just use a single key value tag here. So this is pretty much good now. So this was the resource and resources. This is the first thing that is we are taking care. The EC2 instance. We are just defining the properties of EC2 instance. What are the things that will be required to launch the EC2 instance. Now we have security groups. So security group is something we have not created yet. So let's go and create the security group. So we are here, EC2 instance. This one is done, this is closed, and this is third group. Okay, so from here we'll just give a comma and we will proceed further. So if you see, we have given a comma, but we have not added any new resource or any new property. For example, like in resources, we have created one resource that is EC2 instance, but we want to create another resource that is security group. So I've just given comma and I have initiated to create the security group, but I see a red line here, the past error online 24. This is because we have even started.